as well. Okay. Do we got YouTube stream running? It is unlisted. Let me edit that. Unlisted streams are maybe not the best idea if I want someone to see it. Let's go public. And stream name is boom. SwiftUI in the app down. Yep, something like that. Yep, it kind of works. Nice. We have chat here. Yeah, everything kind of works. Cool. GPT says last time snow in August was 9052. Rezekne. Yeah, Rezekne at least is, I don't know, more to the traditionally colder parts of Latvia. No snow is in Riga. It's crazy. It's really nice for all the kind of, for those who are kind of saying, oh, that's the wrong project actually. Global warming is fake, you know, yada yada. Handy for them. Oh, interesting. Why YouTube chat doesn't appear here for me? Let's see. Hey Axel, hello. Ashdaha? Hello. Hey Tyler. Okay, it works. Chat works now for me. Cool. Okie dokie. So, what do we do? What do we do? I will build the project just to see on what status we are. Okay. Yeah, this paywall basically, it is working just fine in production. Here we are basically running on fetching products from Xcode and they're not here. It's fine. What is not great, what is not fine, that is the thing that paywall is not really embedded into the onboarding flow. I think I need to merge them kind of a little bit more tight. Let me show you what I'm talking about. I know, let's change this thing as well. In onboarding, I basically posted today a video, short video on X. Why are we getting past That was 2 hours ago. Why are we getting notification now? Oh, but we have followed George Valandis. Thank you for following on Kik. Nice. I really appreciate that. Kik is the hardest one to grow. Interesting. Yeah, no one basically is watching on Kik. Twitch, 9 people watching. YouTube, 13, 12. Okay. Kik, I don't know. It's very hard to grow. I don't know why is that, but that's how it is. Okay, anyways, what I wanted to say. I just posted, not just, maybe an hour ago, maybe 2. Yeah, this video. Basically, I posted my new onboarding screen and basically asked X to roast it. What exactly are we doing today? Yeah, that's the thing. I'm probably updating my onboarding flow a little bit more. And yeah, basically I got good feedback from Yonjo. Basically, he said, if you're asking for ratings on onboarding screen, I do that here. Basically, opening this screen where we are showing basically current rating and past ratings, and then I'm basically just shamelessly asking to rate application in onboarding flow before user started to use application. And yeah, the feedback basically was, obviously it's not clear that this is screen where I am saying that, oh, help us with ratings, because I have here on the screen kind of saying your App Store review helps spread the word, yada yada, blah blah blah. But that's the smallest text on the screen, and actually when the rating pop-up appears, it covers that thing. So I think we just should change it a little bit. No, you have Kik viewer. Thank you. It shows statistics. Yes, we have viewer on Kik. That's cool. Yeah. It's, I just started that streaming on Kik as well for when I streamed before this last kind of break, because Twitch becomes so pushy with ads. Everyone were complaining about kind of ads on Twitch and so on, and I said, okay, I will start streaming on Kik. Kik is basically the same, looks the same like Twitch, but there is no ads. And yeah, but actually it is so that everyone wants to complain about Twitch, but not so many are going over to Kik from Twitch. Most of them people staying on Kik. But it's fine. I'm just whatever works for you. So yeah. But yeah, thank you. What are you going to do today? Today, that's just chill, little bit Friday night, chilling out, and I will do minor updates for the onboarding screens. I just got approved this version, but yeah, basically what I said, we are covering that that text. I think we need to move basically this text. We should show on the top. Basically here. And this text is, I kind of like that text, but it's not a good place for it. Oh, something crashed. Okay, it's too much text. Why do we have this line limit by 2 lines? It definitely is not working. Here, I don't remember why I put here those 2 lines. Actually, we don't need a line limit. Your App Store review helps spread the word and grow the small habits community. Kind of works. Maybe too long. Maybe just spread the word and supports. Your App Store review helps spread the word and grow. Yeah, I kind of like that text, but it is probably a little bit too much for that screen. Who will read that? Someone, maybe. Maybe a little bit smaller font could help. Maybe not bold. Maybe bold, but not large title, but just title. Probably better, but I think we need a little bit of... Why do I have this fixed size here? I don't remember, to be honest. Let's add a little bit of padding on... What do you think? What do you think, chat? I think that padding here is now. Somehow I would like to see more padding on right, but I like left as it is. I don't know. But if you are looking on offsets, okay, it kind of matched the button here on the bottom, but this kind of... I'm not sure. Maybe I'm overthinking, but your App Store review, maybe your review without App Store. Your review. Your review helps spread the word and grow the small habits community. I would like to small habits be on the same line. No, not sure it's better. Okay, if you will put back that App Store review. App Store review, helps grow. Oh, it's worse. No, probably we should kind of leave it as it is, because you know, different screen sizes, font sizes will mess that up even more. Oh, actually, it is now on one line, and that kind of, and this kind of stepping down, actually this looks okay. You know, maybe I will leave it as it is. Yeah. Let's keep it like that. I'm basically not changing any functionality now in onboarding, but I just want to improve a little bit that text, like copy. Hey Roman, hello. It's going good, I would say. Apple already approved. This version what we have now is already actually in the App Store. Okay, this screen we are not touching. This one, I like it. This one is good already. Let's change nothing. Next one was fine as well. This one as well. Goal selection view. Okay, what's here? Would I like to change any text here? Okay, let me move chat a little bit. You guys will be here, right on this screen. Yeah, and probably on this weekend I will set up one more screen here just to have that OBS on separate screen, Windows running on separate screen. So it will be way more handy for streams. Oh, we have 2 viewers on Kik. Hey guys, hello. Good evening. What would you like to improve? I think this one is fine as well. Onboarding habits view. And here we're basically suggesting habits. That's fine as well. I don't want to change anything in it. Commitment view. Let's check this one. Oh, I'm not showing this one currently in onboarding. Let's move it somewhere on the bottom. But we are showing this one. Glad to have you with us. Ready to start your journey. Yeah, I'm not super happy about this text. Okay, this text changes a little bit, depends on what kind of projects you have selected, how many tasks you have selected, but we already, this case is possible sometimes, this may happen in real life as well, and we have basically start your journey, that's kind of doesn't look good. Text personalized message, okay. If 0 goals selected. And commitment message was where? Your commitment to let's go with something else. Basically, if we don't have anything, the journey, let's change it to something else. Your commitment to improve your life, change your life. Something like improve yourself. Yeah, I think this will be fine. Oh, Rafael, hey, hello. Nice to see you. How are you doing? My wife is, by the way, my wife is watching your Final Cut Pro that tutorial, mastering Final Cut Pro. She's learning how to edit videos. So yeah. And I found that, I don't know, after editing all those hundreds probably already videos on YouTube, starts out I'm kind of handy with Final Cut Pro. I can do everything super fast. And when I see how she is basically starting following your course, it's yeah, from side it looks kind of, yeah, indeed, that's complicated thing, you know, to edit videos. Yeah, right. I should tell her to write a review. Exactly. So yeah, thank you for sending that training. I watched a little bit of it, you know, because as always, busy too. And even I know that probably I will learn quite a few things and could do something faster, but yeah, excuses. But yeah, I will do that. I will check that as well, because I was kind of on the fence about jumping to the Premiere, that DaVinci, what was it? DaVinci Resolve, not Premiere, DaVinci Resolve. I was on fence about jumping on DaVinci Resolve, but I don't know, I don't need all that complexity. Final Cut Pro is simple but effective. Oh, interesting. Started in DaVinci Resolve and finished it in Final Cut. Huh. Interesting. Yeah. Oh, Werner, hello. What's up? Finally have time to be here. Nice. Hi, Vadim. You know someone who have Android development knowledge? I working with a few guys on the project, sure. I want to build up but have Windows. Yeah, but you can build Android app, sure, using Windows, but you can also just, I don't know, run Hackintosh and build Mac apps, iOS apps. Missed the last 2 mornings. Yeah, I was streaming on mornings, so I'm currently a little bit more like morning person. Because right now it's midnight here in my time zone, you know. Not that I'm complaining, it's fine to hang out with you guys on Friday night. Just saying, that's why you see me more on early morning streams, you know. Let me check the chat. Yeah, I desperately need that second monitor. That's coming. Basically, I currently, the thing is, I'm streaming from PC, but I don't have a monitor connected to PC, so basically I'm connecting, basically the remote connection to PC, looking on it through my MacBook, and then I can basically edit OBS and everything. So I'm getting one more monitor basically here on top just for that. Okay, what did you say? Oh, Mary Kay. My new published app ranks low in iPhone App Store search but high on iPad. Are keywords calculated differently for each? Most of the apps ranking above on iPhone are also available on iPad. Yes, they separately rank it for iPad and iOS and Apple Watch and what else not, 9013 in Denmark. Yeah, it's something like I have widget. Oh, I'm in night sleeping mode already. I have widget to see the time. Yeah, in Riga it's 8:31 at evening. But yeah, midnight. Oh, past midnight already here. Enjoying Thai? Yes, I enjoy. We have summer here, real summer without snow. In Riga, basically, those who are in Riga got snow a few days ago. Now it's warm again, but basically there was snow a few days ago. Real, not like, I don't know, like little few snowflakes like you can see in England somewhere in the middle of the winter, but like real snow. Basically you can make snowballs and do snow fights. It's crazy. Here we have summer, it's warm. I enjoy that. Food is great. Yeah, it's good. Some in Vilnius, yes. It's crazy, right? It's crazy. In Estonia, it's only raining for a week now. Yeah, it's crazy. I don't know what's happening with summer, but this time... So, last year, summer was amazing in Latvia. And I already said to wife, while it was still going, I said, definitely next summer will be... just can't be so good. It will be way worse. But I didn't expect so bad summer like this year. Okie. So, okie dokie, what do we do here? Let's go like that. Okay, I think this is kind of okay. This is okay. This is okay. I think that I like this phrase that join thousands building better habits. Maybe I would like to somehow fit that in this screen as well. I think I don't really like this one. Glad to have you with us. Who are us? Why we are glad? So I will change it. I will change it just to text. So we were looking here for what we are doing here. We are basically looking for if we have name entered in onboarding flow, but no, I'm not asking for name anymore because I found that app users are not happy to add it, And what's happened? Why didn't I delete all of that? Okay. Somehow didn't select everything. Yeah, it's better than that, whatever. Glad to have you. Can't think what is the winter will be this year. 50-50, very cold, warm. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I think that this year I will not miss winter yet. We'll see what I will say next year. But yeah, I'm staying for all winter long in Asia. I'm not going back to Europe for this winter. Also, my few family members will come here to basically celebrate New Year, Christmas, holidays. Basically, we'll spend that. We'll rent some villa, something like, on seaside, have fun. But yeah, maybe next winter. Probably next winter I will go back to Latvia for winter holidays. We'll see. definitely not this year. Okay, I think this is kind of small but nice improvement. I didn't need to change anything big here yet. Why do you think by AI app development possible? What? Are you asking, is it possible to build apps using AI? Yes, sure. Are they good? Depends. How good are you in programming? How good are your prompts? How good are you in using AI? Are you learning the language? Kind of not really yet. Kind of. I know I can say Savadi Kap, Kapun Kap, you know, stuff like that. That's basically hello, thank you. And yeah, I have somewhere wrote down exactly what I want to say when I buy something. Basically, yeah, basically to ask where it is. Okay, I will not try to read it now, but whatever, yeah. Just basically a few separate words, you know, separate phrases. But yeah, I'm looking forward to basically learn it kind of properly, not to speak fluently, not on the same broken English level like I speak English, but basically just to be able to, I don't know, order food, you know, and so on. I think hello and thank you is not enough to yeah, if you're planning to live in country for some time, you know. Android, how the UI, yeah, UI is always questionable. Is it best to focus on iOS? Is it best to focus on iOS than on Android if my goal is to make money? Oh, that's a good question. That's actually a great question, yeah. Is it best to focus on iOS or Android if my goal is to make money? So the thing is, yes, sure, there are way more Android devices in the world, but statistically, if you're looking on the project and basically that project has Android and iOS application, in average, the iOS application will make more money from per user. Basically, if you have about the same user base, Android will make something like 20, maybe 30% of the revenue. And again, that depends on application. And you may find examples where statistics are different, but in average, that's basically is that it's not like if you have 50-50 user base on Android and iOS, it doesn't mean that you will have 50-50 revenue split. And yes, in general, involved, there are more Androids, but the thing is that most of those Androids which are in the market, they are relatively cheap devices, and most of them has 0 paid apps installed on them. If you're looking on US market, which in general is the biggest purchase power in the software, if you are looking on Europe, then this split between Android and iOS is not so kind of clear anymore. Basically, there is even more iOS devices than Androids. So yeah, that is a long way to answer your question, and to say that yes, if you want to focus on revenue, then start and launch your application on iOS. And if you see that you can make money on iOS, then you can think about Android application. And sure, there could be exclusions. For example, if you are building some kind of social network application, but if you're building software network application, then you need basically as much users as possible, and you're basically making money selling users' data. You probably are not indie developer, you know, because that's not project for indie developers, that's project for Facebook and so on. Yep, like that, you know, something like that. You can use speech translator on the phone. Yeah, Vadim, you know, yeah, you can, but you know those guys, those people who are living in Estonia and for 40, for 5, 10, 20, 40 years and still can't speak Estonian and speaking Russian. I don't want to be that guy, you know. If I'm living in country, I would like to basically learn country culture, basically emerge a little bit and so on. And I'm planning to stay here for at least few years. So I would like to at least to be able to order food, you know, to buy groceries in shop and yeah, you know. To what extent are you going into clean architecture if it comes to indie apps? 0. How you find optimal point? Yes. Will app development will be possible on both Android and iOS using the same code with React Native? Kind of, in a way. Yes, yeah, of course, Vadim. Yeah, it's no, I'm not going to be that person. Yeah, sure. It's if you are in country and for a short kind of trip, it doesn't make sense to basically learn language for vacation. But even if I am somewhere for 2 weeks, okay, with Thai it's different. Thai is very kind of hard. But even if I am in Europe, you know, for let's say 2-3 weeks vacation, European languages are relatively easy to pick up. Spanish, Italian, you know, you just basically start to talk a little bit, you know, kind of whatever. Say something, good morning, good night, you know, ask for a glass of wine, you know, stuff like that. iPhone users spend 7 times more on apps than Androids. Did they say? Yeah, that could be true. That could be true. I believe in that. Definitely. And yeah, if you can't make money, for example, if you have application in the App Store and you can't make money from it, then Android app will not help, you know. We have here Ukrainians who have learned Estonian in a year or 2, even Japanese and Chinese who speaks Estonian. Yeah, exactly. Same, Vadim. In Riga, for example, those Indian guys, not everyone are working in Bolt delivery. I know in one kebab, what it is, not factory kebab, it's not factory kebab, coffee shop, whatever it is. There basically, yeah, there was also Indian guy is working, and he was basically speaking with us in Latvian, and he basically just were checking out on his coworker, asking, "Oh, did I said everything right? Is that correct?" Yeah. Basically, they are interested to learn language, and they can. It works. Yeah, it works. I don't think learning Thai will be. We have factory kebab. No, that was Ausmaņa kebabs. It's actually good kebab place in Riga. Ausmaņa kebabs. This place. You know, kebabs are all quite similar, but this Ausmaņa kebabs is a bit different. They are in Rēzekne and in Riga. Basically, they are originally from Rēzekne, I think. They're quite interesting. They have, nothing much here, but they have basically some posts there in, not posts, but basically some texts in menu and so on in this Latgalian dialect, which is spoken in Rēzekne. Yeah, 4.6, so it's good. It's good. Basically, if you are in Riga and looking for kebab, it's good one. Terribly unwelcoming, really? Service, psh, staff never agrees customers. Yeah, can't agree. Line maybe could be slow because they usually have plenty of people, you know. Yeah, I don't know. Speaks in very rude manner. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I have been there multiple times. Nice experience. Best kebab in Riga. Can agree with this, actually. We have Osman kebab. Okay. Just wait and see next year you speak Thai too. Yeah, I think I will. I think I will, at least a little bit. One of my apps is in Thai. Huh, okay. I think that the people on iOS are more prone to buy an app if it's better than free app. Android users use free apps even if there's better app that costs a little bit of money. Yes. Yes. The best is shawarma kebab. Yeah, didn't try that one, but okay. Yes, Android users, again, not each and every one, but in average. I think Android users are, that's basically like that development, programmer's mentality. Oh, that application costs €5. No, never. I can build that by myself for myself, you know. I will spend 3 days and I will have that for free. And Android users are the same, you know. Not everyone, but big part of them basically. Oh, there is paid application. No. I will find free application which looks ugly, doesn't do exactly that I need, but close enough, you know, good enough to do not buy this crazy expensive application for whatever. $5 or $20. That's unheard. Okay, copy. Yeah, I think that's good enough. Copy change. I don't know, we can even push like small update because I think this make a big difference. Because why not? Okay, but let's see, maybe I will do something else. One thing that I think about is I'm not sure about what's going on with my paywall here, because currently in this project I'm using Superval paywalls. Superval. But this Superval paywall, I think, I know that for this project we have revenue cut as well. We have revenue cut and Superval paywalls, and that's kind of mixed bag. Basically, why I have both Supervals showing paywalls, and we can basically build paywalls and so on. Revenue cut basically handling all the reporting, and it kind of works in a good way because you can get all the benefits from both. But also that makes that implementation unnecessarily complicated because we are fetching products using both, and I don't even remember details of integration now. So I don't know. I am screen design customer. I am using it basically almost every stream. Basically, when I do anything design related, I'm using it every stream. The thing is, I got access from them for free. that's, you know, benefit of being influencer, whatever. And I did with them basically YouTube video. That's for disclaimer, you know, that, oh, I'm selling you, yada yada. I'm kind of selling, where is my channel? Oh, my brain is slow already. If you go to the videos, there is somewhere one video about this one. Yeah, this one. Basically is where I had like Zoom call and I recorded it and published it on here on the Zoom call was for community and I published it here, and also there is somewhere, here it is, discount code. So that was a long way to say that no, I'm not paying for it, but I'm using the pro version. And you know, if they would take it away from me today, I would buy it again because it is so useful. It is really useful. I don't know. I basically was building here. I was building this onboarding flow that we have here, and actually I was going to the screen designs and I was looking for examples. Here is basically. I was looking, oh, here is this example for onboarding flow. This is from screen designs. This is from Adam Lytle onboarding. And here are again screenshots from screen designs onboarding. I was looking for examples and basically, yeah, I'm using it. I'm using it every day. Okay, not every day. Every day when I do when I work on design for my indie apps. Because how can you get better in your app design? Basically go into the App Store and look for inspirations, you know. If you need to create settings screen, those usually are boring screens. Okay, setting is kind of maybe not good example, but if you need, for example, whatever, I don't know, progress bar, how to implement progress bar. You can go here, click on progress bars and take a look on applications. Basically, okay, how it looks. Oh, something like that. Interesting. Maybe I like it. Maybe I hate it. But basically, you have plenty of options to see different way of progress bars. And also you see it not only like a screenshot, but you see also that like a video, you know. You can see, okay, how that animation works, what they are doing, and so on and so on. It's very helpful, you know. All the onboarding flows, you see those, how they present paywall. It's way better than just screenshots because you see all of that in the video. And also you can go, when you see the application, oh, it's kind of nice. Should I learn something from them? Maybe revenue in a month for this application is $500,000, 450K. Probably they know a thing or two, you know, in app development. And then, okay, what screenshots do they have? Let's go and take a look on App Store screenshots. Something like that. Can I learn something from them, you know? Probably yes, I should do something this or that and so on. It's super helpful, you know? It's super helpful. It makes life so much easier, you know? And you can search for images, you can search for UI elements, so many things, you know? Don't want to sound like salesman, but basically you asking the question and I'm answering, you know, and I just have the link with discount in my videos. You can get 50% off for first months. Give it a try. I think you can give it a try when you know, wait for a minute, when you know that you will work on user interface, when you need to that for research. Try, give it a try for free trial, and I think you will like it. I have translated one of my apps in 20 languages. Not recommend. I was working on application with translation in 35 languages. It was, I don't know, almost 10 years ago. Yes, give it a try. It is good product. It is good product. Yeah, 35 languages. That was crazy. I think I may be wrong. I think it was 35. Let me see. Fast line until end. Core. Where was those languages? Oh, that's here. It's fee, whatever, he, whatever. I think it was something like 35. Let me check. Okay, maybe less. Maybe I'm wrong. That was right. 35 languages. Crazy, you know. And I was doing Latvian localization for it, but we basically just sent those list files for translation and so on. I was working on that app, I don't know. When it was 2019, something like that, you know. The only guy who is not making 300k. Yes, that's me, unfortunately. Unfortunately. Yeah. Yeah, nice to see you as well. Hello. So yeah, I was working on this project back in 2019, 20. I jumped off from it in something like 2020, yeah. And it was crazy. This project was basically started and built by solo founder. And that guy, basically, when I left the project, he was making more like 100k in a month on that project. And I was the first hire on iOS project because basically he needed someone to he wasn't able to manage it anymore. The interesting thing is that that project, the main logic, there was basically one main view controller, which was basically solid. That was about 5,000 lines. I would not like to share it on stream, but basically that file is still here in that project. Currently it's something like 4, maybe 3,500 lines. I basically refactored that a bit, but not basically everything. It was basically like, you know, landmine, you know, when you try to decouple and basically fix project like that, it's not easy, you know. But what I wanted to say, not to somehow to make fun about the founder of application or something, what I wanted to say is that there was a question about clean architecture in the chat a little bit ago, you know. It doesn't really matter for indie application from financial perspective how clean your code is. Indie app development is not about that. I'm not saying that it doesn't matter at all, your code should be shitty and that should be spaghetti code. No. But if you are a great developer, that doesn't mean you will be even a little bit successful indie developer, because that's totally about different thing. Your code can be shitty, it can be basically all the logic can be in one view controller and you can make hundreds of thousands of dollars in a month. If your app idea is good, you know. My code is ugly and I know it. Same dude. My code is not the best, and I was basically, it was pointed out that I'm a bad programmer in my Instagram comments. I said, yeah, I know I'm average programmer, maybe not bad or worse, but average. I'm not great. definitely that's not even any close to my goals, you know. Okay, where we are. Okay, onboarding. Yes, I fixed that onboarding. If only that ugly code would guarantee some levels of revenue, that will be amazing, you know. Unfortunately, there is no direct correlation between ugliness of the code and revenue. Okay, let's go to the dashboard, take a look on the project. I think, but it works. Yeah, it works. And if it prints money, then everything is perfect. Nothing to worry about, right? Why? How can I get to the dashboard? They changed user interface? What happened? Am I logged out or what happened? Is it some kind of... I'm in docs? Why I'm in docs? I don't need docs. I want to go to the superval itself. Can we get in? Okay, finally. That will be amazing if I know my login. Success. Okay, so here we have the app, how it looks like. We have some trials started, that's nice. We have nine users. Are they paying users or what? Whoa. We are 23 SDKs releases behind. Crazy. Probably we need to update that. We can do that right now. Superscript, superval kit, update. What will we get? It was 403. Okay, 470. Okay. Maybe we need to update revenue cut as well. Okay, let's risk that. What do you think? What is the future-proof domain in IT? Hey, Harry. Erlang programming, maybe? Because there are no new Erlang programmers. You know, if you really want real kind of future-proof profession, that's probably is not in IT. That's, you know, to become electrician, plumber, carpenter, and so on. I, for example, have carpenter education. No jokes here, really. I have carpenter's diploma and I was working in constructions as well. So, AI will not replace carpenters, plumbers, electricians, and so on. There's still, you need, try to get good plumber, good electrician in Western countries. It's not so easy. Maybe in, I don't know, in Eastern Europe or I don't know, whenever it's maybe easier, but let's say, I don't know, in UK, in US, you know, and so on. That's just half joke, but half true, you know. But if you are looking into IT, what domain, I don't know, if you ask anyone right now, what will be my tech stack in 10 years, who can tell you that, you know? There always will be some kind of background development and always will be some kind of customer-facing code and so on. What exactly will we do? Will we really write code with our hands as we do now, or we will just write prompts, or we will just, I don't know, just think about what should be done? I don't know. But yeah, it's no one will tell you that. Why I have not seen you using Cloud Code? Actually, I used Cloud Code on previous stream, and maybe we'll do that today later. We'll see. your regular practical Latvian can do most of the things around the house. Yeah, sure, I can. It's true, Nordic. I have carpenter's diploma. I did some woodwork in my previous apartment, but I don't really enjoy to do that, to be honest. Just wait till Tesla Optimum comes around for... yeah, sure. I'm also a developer, mainly work on ASP.NET, but with the help of AI, I also create apps in Flutter and many more. This makes an easy... Yeah, I don't know. Future aspect... I don't know. For myself, I think, I do not care too much about that because I do not see myself as a programmer, I don't think the programming is my profession. That's not how I see myself. I see more like myself as a product builder, app builder, and so on. And whatever tech stack will be in use in 5 years or 10 years, I will use that, And after 10 years, who knows? Maybe I will be retired. Why should I care about that? I'm old enough to to maybe be retired in about 10, maximum 15 years. So for my life, I think there will be enough code to write and fix, especially fix all those AI slope projects, Graven Countryside got to do everything that was needed on a farm. Yeah. I just don't really enjoy to do that. Currently, for example, I'm planning to buy dishwasher for our home here in Thailand, and that's not kind of common thing to have dishwasher in Thailand. I don't know why, don't ask. But I basically planning to hire someone to come and connect it and do all the jazz, kind of connect to the water, change the pipes under the sink to have connection. I could do that, but why should I? It's not enjoyable work to do. So that's the plan, to hire someone who maybe also not enjoy to do that, but will be ready to do that for some amount of money. Okay, paywalls. Do we have any charts, any test results, how each paywall works? We are running one A/B test with paywalls here. Do we have clear winner, anything? I didn't open it for a while. Yeah, well said, Nordic. Basically, if you... I don't believe that, okay, AI can do everything, you don't even need to learn programming, just learn prompting. It's bullshit, it doesn't work like that, but you need to learn some basics of programming for sure. But what tech stack exactly doesn't matter too much, Post-hog. No, I didn't. I'm using Mixpanel nowadays. Post-hog. Yeah, I don't know. This, of course, is fancy. It looks funny, but no, never tried. Mixpanel is very easy to implement and use. I'm just using Mixpanel. Basically, you can build nice kind of charts, see basically stuff, whatever. Let's go habit tracker, for example. What's going on? Why my board is broken? Probably this is it. Yeah, here basically you see onboarding flow, how it works. You here see active users, countries, yada yada. Thailand. Interesting. Yeah, maybe that's me. Do you use anything to log and trace the errors? No, I rely on Xcode error collection. How much events per month? I think they offer 1 million for free tier. I don't remember, I may be wrong, but I think it was 1 million. How is life in Thailand? How you settled and can enjoy or still need to do something? I basically have everything set. I'm for a month here. I'm here already a little bit more than months. I arrived in July 17, basically left Latvia July 16 and overnight flight, whatever, July 17 here. So it's months already, more than months already. I have basically everything. I have home. We basically have agreement to rent a home for a year. I have internet connection here in home, mobile data connection. Visas was already prepared in Latvia. What else? Yeah, I have home office. I don't know, mine things are done. Maybe I will get local driver's license. I just need to convert my driver's license, but I have international driver's license. I can drive with it here. I found gym. I have gym basically just got next, basically paid for next month. Already was going for a month to it and paid for next one. I don't know, everything's good already, you know. And yeah. How the school for Monday starts on for daughters? School is already started. My daughter is going to the international school. She studied to get international baccalaureate. Basically, that education is, for example, if you want to, for some reason, stop learning here in Thailand and go whatever to Italy, Spain, and so on. International baccalaureate is basically popular education system. You can basically keep learning in whatever country you want. But school started in August already. School starting in September, that basically is mostly, let's say, post-Soviet countries. In most countries in US and in many countries in Europe, it is school starts in August. All good. I'll say all good, you know. And school is great. I was today actually in the school in parents meeting. I don't know, it's nice. We met teachers. All the education is in English. Teachers, basically, they say there is 54 nationalities in the school. School is small. There are plenty of international schools, but this school is not big. There are less than 1,000 students, but basically 54 nationalities. Most of them, I don't know, are Japanese, Chinese, whatever, but there are also kids from Europe as well. She's not the only one white girl in the school, you know. Teachers are actually depends. There are many of them, multiple of them are Thai, but I will say half of them are not. There are, again, I don't know, Europeans, let's say, maybe 1/3. I don't know, white guys and women. I don't know, Europeans, or maybe, I don't know, maybe they're from Australia, but basically, yeah. Yeah, mixed, I will say 50-50 maybe. The head of school, he looks, I didn't ask about nationality, you know, you're asking about nationality, I didn't ask, but he looks like maybe Indian, but maybe not, I don't know, but he is definitely from UK. Steve, you know, Dr. Steve, and so on. Do you usually add auth to your apps? No, why should I? Why do you need auth in your app? I don't see reasons to do that, you know. Follow my dreams, exactly. Soon, hot tub is coming soon, yeah. No, I hate those applications which are asking you to create account on startup. I don't like those applications, and I don't build applications like that. Why do I need auth in the application? You know, you can save users' data in many different ways without pushing to come up with new username, passwords, and all of the jazz. I really don't like application. I often, when I see application like that, I often just basically looking for another app. If I know that I really want to use this application, yeah, okay, I will create that account, but I don't like that. Okay, what do we do? I updated the SDKs. Build filed. Oh, interesting. After SDK update, right? Revenue cut. Okay, let's try to clean code and start again. Hopefully that will fix the issue. I have a lot because I'm using Supabase, and I'm using Supabase because I want to develop for web platform as well. Yeah, the thing is that Supabase have allow Apple users to log in with Apple ID. Yeah, that's nice. Yeah. Yeah, sure. If you really need cross-platform applications, then yeah, you need to do some auth. If you have web part of the application, again, sure. That's one of the reasons why I'm basically sticking with boring applications, building them for iOS only. It's easy, you know, simple. The dev stack is simple. You don't need authorization. Oh, it works. Nice. Cleaning project helped, basically. That's cool. Okay, let's run it to get onboarding again, just to see that it still works with updated libraries. I think I would like to improve that paywall a little bit, but that's a little bit kind of big of the task. And it's 1:20 at night already. If it is only iOS, then you can go with CloudKit. Yes, exactly, Feoz. You're right. You are right. Yeah. I'm choosing this kind of easy path, you know. I'm using Swift data for data storage here on devices, and then I'm just adding iCloud to this, iCloud, and yeah, then you get basically data persistency. If application is basically, if I don't know, user change phones, you just basically log in with your iCloud account, install application, and getting your data back. Also, you can synchronize between devices. I don't really want to build web apps for whatever support my applications, or I don't know, Android apps and so on. But you're making easy money. Yes, exactly, Vadim. New camera angle. Yes, hey Foxbit. Yeah, I'm still kind of experimenting, looking for a right angle. I don't know which it is. This one is kind of, I don't know, okayish, maybe. Maybe it feels kind of a little bit too far away. Maybe I need wider angle and move it closer. I don't know. What do you think? But basically previously it was just a little bit closer and I had wide angle, and this is 20 millimeters, which is relatively wide, but before I used 16 millimeters, which is big difference actually. Arthur, almost 17 and planning to go into iOS development. What do you think about long term in this field? Do you think AI will eventually replace developers, or there still is future here? That AI replacing developers is not coming too soon, you know, because there are also people saying that, oh, all the AI applications, all the AI startups will die in few years, you know. That AI sloppy code, those AI sloppy codes are kind of, you can build something, you know, relatively small using AI, but to maintain it, it's very hard. And you still will need programmers, you know. Remember no-code tools, basically for web development and so on, which everyone were talking about, I don't know, 3 years ago, 4 years ago, I don't know, no one talking about them anymore. I just think this AI thing will basically kind of will move on. Yeah, that will be like a tool to use, but I think developers will be one who will use them. Synchronizing Swift data with Supabase, okay. Why do you worry about delay between Supabase? Okay, maybe it's needed for your project. Any thoughts on App Launch Boost recently? I don't care, because that App Launch Boost, okay, what that gives to you? Okay, it will give you a little bit more downloads on Boost. So what? You can organize your own boosts with marketing campaigns. No one become rich from App Launch Boost. It's a bit too far away. Yeah. Hi Abdullah. Hey. How much downloads your app freedying application have? I have no idea. I don't know. I can't tell about any application. I should check statistics, but again, what's the difference? What kind of information? What? Yeah, I don't see any kind of benefits of sharing detailed analytics about my project. That doesn't help to you, that doesn't help to me. If you would ask which paywall works better, which monetization model is better, then I understand that helps you to basically grow your business, grow your apps and so on. Just having information, okay, how many downloads you have on this or that project doesn't help at all. Okay, let's try to move. Let's try to get folks a bit closer to me. We will need another, we will need different tripod. Okay, Camp Zurich. Camp Zurich, my liebe Volkswirt. Now we are closer, in very close. How do you like this one? It's too tight, you know, I think. I think we actually need that. I think we need that. This lens. Let me try. Let's switch lenses, and you will tell me. You will not see me for a little bit. Don't be scared. Don't worry. That camera should turn on eventually. That will be just a short moment without it. Switching lenses on the go. And we are almost back. Almost. Okay, here we are. And that's 16 millimeters. Yeah, I would agree this is better, but this lens is kind of darker. I need more light in the room. That's fixable. Let's see. Where is the light? Okay, let's add a little bit more light. Yeah, you know, but there is not too many zooms with less than f2.8. This one is f2.8 16 to 35 lens. It's still quite okay-ish, I think, you know. This one was 1.8, 20 millimeters. I think this one is cool, but it could be better if that will be somewhere, you know, here. I was using this one, this lens in Riga, but then camera was in different place. That was basically more like on top of the monitor. But yeah, you're right. I think I agree with you that when it was like far away, when I tried to basically fit everything, basically the same amount of the room in the frame with this 20 millimeter lens, it was kind of a little bit too far away. I didn't really like it as well. Yeah. Answer delay eliminates the dot delay update in Supabase, ensuring real-time synchronization, smoother performance. Yeah, if your application needs this kind of real-life updates, sure. I have a Olympus f1.2 Pro on my Blackmagic Pocket. Yeah, but your Blackmagic Pocket 4K has crop sensor, and this camera has full sensor. So it's not real f1.2. Basically, you are getting light in the lens like f1.2, but your lens is less. But your sensor is basically less less light sensitive. Sure, you can get nice picture, but how we usually judge the lens stop? One thing is light, but how much light do you need? But another thing is focus depth. Here we are getting, even on 16 millimeters, which is quite wide open, we still have focus depth here. You see everything is blurred while lens is in the frame. And even here, when I'm kind of sitting like that, you see behind me some little bit, this is already kind of blurry. You see some separation, And that's f2.8 and this one f1.8. So, yeah. But that is full frame camera. That's a big difference, But Blackmagic Pocket 4K is amazing camera, sadly without autofocus, but yeah. Currently it looks like Latvia setup. Okay. Are you still freelancing or you are fully focused on apps and content creation? Oh, content creation doesn't do any money, So don't even ask how much money I earn from live streams. It's not even laughable. That's basically no money. But yeah, I'm still doing 50-50 freelancing and indie app development. Yes, I have black mist filter on this. It is something like 1.18 probably, black mist filter, yeah. Any thoughts on identifier apps? There are plenty of identifier applications which still makes decent money. It's 17mm f12. f1.2 probably equivalent on 35mm or a full frame, yeah. I need to go. I probably will basically leave soon as well, yeah. Oh, bonjour, France in the chat, nice, hello. Hello. Yeah, I have, it's not Pro Mist, it's black mist filter, but yeah, basically potato, similar effect. I like this lens. When I bought my Sony camera, this was very first lens that I got. It's 20mm 1.8, which I was thinking that I will use for vlogging, but it is a little bit too tight for vlogging, 16-35, it's big and beefy lens, but that's my favorite. I was using 15-35 on Canon EOS R. I used the EOS R lens, but I switched to Sony maybe 4-ish years ago. And again, then 1.8, yeah, it's not bad. 1.8 I like, sure. But for vlogs, you don't really need 1.8. You need wider angle to be able to basically hold camera and talk to it and so on, 1.8 is kind of helping with blurry background, but when you're vlogging, you usually want to see what is going around you. You don't really need very blurry background. It kind of helps to have some kind of separation, but you can get a lot if you basically zoom in on those 35mm. You can get crazy amount of bokeh, See? And I'm not so far away from the lens. It's not even my arm's length. It could be arm's length will be like that, you know. So I think 2.8 is plenty, you know. It helps if you want to do portrait photos. That's different thing, you know. And for that I have 55mm, again 1.8. Why not 1.2 or why 1.4? Because size and price. Let me show that lens. Here it is, this one. It's 55mm Zeiss. It's tiny. It's very small, very good, you know. 1.8 could make sharper image. Again, why do you need that, you know? I have even this black mist filter on the camera to make image less sharp. That's very subjective, you know, thing. But I really don't feel that I need kind of faster lens, sharper image. For dark, for bad lighting situations, yeah, probably. But when I'm recording videos in here, then I have controlled light. There's no problem to basically turn on this light. It's currently on, I have light here, it's on 20%. Yeah, I don't know. More focus separation, not really needed, you know. On the streaming ends, a sharper image look better. I will not agree with you on this, because I had the Sony ZV-A2, and I was using that with this lens, 20mm 1.8. Yeah, that's crop sensor lens, but it is doing something like down sampling the 7K to 4K, something like that, whatever. But basically, that image was very sharp, and I got compliments. Oh, that image is very nice, and I said, but for me it feels a little bit too sharp, too digital. And then the person with whom I was talking said, yeah, I could agree. It looks already very kind of tech sharp. Again, that's basically taste. You may like or not like, you know. Hey, SwiftUI Flow, hello. I'm not saying you're wrong or whatever, I'm just saying what I'm thinking, you know, about that. And sure, you know, if you have whatever 1.8 or 1.4 lens, you can always basically go down and to whatever, f4, but you can't go up from whatever. If it is f2.8 lens, you can go up, you know. You have limitations, hardware limitations, but yeah, sure. But that's always kind of, okay, are you, for example, there is that 28 to 70, I think, lens, which is f2 from Sony. And also, for example, Canon has f2.8, 24 to 104, something like that, 100 something, yeah, or 124. I forgot already, but basically, yeah, that's that lens. It's kind of amazing lens technically, but it's huge and heavy, you know. It's great technically, but huge and heavy. I basically had the Canon RF lens. It was basically Canon EOS R kit lens. It was 24 to 105. Yes, 24 to 105. But that was f4 lens, and it was great, you know. Sony also has lens like that, 24 to 105. It is f4 lens. It is image stabilized lens, very good. But yeah, then everyone said, yeah, if only we could get this lens with f2.8 speed, and then Canon created it. But it's big and heavy, you know. Will you be ready to walk around in the city with lens like that? I don't know, maybe, probably. I am not. I'm usually walking around, you know, I will show with what? I'm usually walking around with this one in the pocket because it's small. It's way better than iPhone, but it is almost pocketable, you know, very small. Okay, I think that thousand times better than any phone. Yes, it's better than. I don't like actually iPhone photography. I feel that it was kind of better a few generations ago. Now it's getting worse, you know. Lloyd, I have the X100T. It is the best spent money I did. Yes, yeah, it's great camera. I really like it. Yeah. Oh, I don't use numpad. I had keyboards with numpads. I just don't use. I know that's different for everyone. Yeah. Fuji does have no colors. Yes, it's nice. It's really nice that you can basically just snap JPEG and get kind of decent ready to go photo. And I did that many times on Instagram when I'm just whatever walking around making photos and then just basically doing photo dump and getting compliments on Instagram. Oh, so nice how you edit your photos, yada yada. And the answer is I didn't. I just basically shooting JPEGs using Fuji. But interesting thing is that the JPEGs from Sony are not bad as well. I fine-tuned a little bit those presets, what they have. Basically, you can add basically your kind of own kind of customization, similar like you do Fuji recipes, not the same, but basically similar. And then you can basically little bit adjust those custom profiles in the Sony camera, and then those JPEGs actually they're not bad. They're not bad, you know. Did you try Google Nano Banana? Nope, didn't. How your apps going? Oh, yeah, actually about the same. I will say. I will not even say ups and downs. I will say basically bumps. But that's, you know, just whatever. 1 month a little bit up, another month a little bit down, but basically, yeah, doing good. Sony Alpha did an impressive job as well on market entry. Yep. I was using Canon for a while, but honestly, I do not see myself going back. I jumped early on the Canon. I used crop sensor Canons and so on. First full frame Canon that I bought was EOS R. And yeah, I was waiting when they will open their kind of lens system for other kind of lens producers, but that never happened. It's not that I really kind of needed to switch somewhere. I already had 15 to 35 lens, I had 50mm lens, and I had 24 to 105 f4 lens. It was basically just good enough, but I was looking for camera upgrades. So from EOS R, then there was this whatever come out, EOS. What was that? Something like with 5, whatever. But basically, that was very kind of. There was so many wobbles introduced on video, problems with stabilization and so on. I just switched it to Sony. No regrets. I only had Nikon and Blackmagic. Yeah, I was looking on Blackmagic, but as I'm filming myself, I needed good autofocus, and I don't know how it is now with Blackmagic, but previously there was that just wasn't a thing, you know. And there is iPhone with hate format if they purposely do things differently. It's not bad technically, but yeah. Canon also had the issue with the red color shift. Yes. Any news on AI stuff? I don't know. AI stuff, kind of moving target. I started to use Cloud. Can't tell I enjoy using it, but it is doing kind of good job, you know. No autofocus on Blackmagic. Yeah, so I don't know if you're filming yourself like I do, even for streaming. So you know all that, you know, just with kind of focusing on lens. It's just handy that you can show something and then basically be back on me. And Sony just, I don't know, it's just great. It's basically chicks, it's here, and then it's back to me. Amazing. This is whatever, 4-year-old camera and about 10 years old lens on it. Works just fine. And Fuji, if Fuji has better autofocus, I maybe would like to basically use Fuji camera for videos as well. They become better, but they are not even close. Okay, maybe close, but it's not the same level like Sony had, you know. Oh, I skipped a song or what happened? I clicked something. Ah, yeah. Pause. Okay, that was me. Music is back. Are you happy with keyboard? Yes, I am. I like it. What do you think for indie dev to create some type of community like you did? Look like your 100 subscribers with 100 per month feels like a good main source of income. It's not that everyone is here in the community on 100 per month fee. The thing is that we started community, I opened it and said, okay guys, who want to come in? It's basically on very beginning, it was $5 in a month. And I said, okay, for first 3 days, it will be $5, then whatever, we will raise the prices. And then it was 9, 19, 29, now it's 100 because I would like to keep it kind of small and comfy. I think if you think about building community just with kind of that revenue aspect in mind, I'm not sure it's kind of right way to start thinking about that. Maybe I'm wrong, but I think that you should want to have that community because basically building and running community, it's actually not easy task, you know, to be honest. And doing that just for money, it's kind of doesn't make sense. For me, it was different because different, but for me it was like, you know, I already were creating content on social networks for years before, you know, and I already had some kind of community built, you know, and then I said, okay, who would like to hang out with me, talk about behind the scenes, share basically insights on indie app development and so on, jump into the community. And yeah, that was kind of relatively easy, and I just kept talking about the same stuff that I'm talking all the time. But here, basically, if some random guy who I see first time on the stream coming and asking, oh, show me which of your applications make the best money, how many downloads you have, how much money you make, I do not share that information, but inside community, it's a safe place, you know, I can share that and even more, basically talk about everything that we are doing and we help each other. So, feels like good main source of income. I don't think it's good main source of income, but that could be kind of good side project, you know. Did you switch back to stable releases from betas? No, I'm on betas. What your experience with MelGeek keyboard, especially comparing Nufi Air version 2.3? MelGeek, I don't know, quality is good. Nufi Air version 3 I didn't use. Version 3, version 2 keyboard sound is better on this one, and keys felt more like scratchy on Nufi. This one is more smooth typing. Can't tell about version 3, I don't know. I think MelKeep keycaps feels cheap. I don't know. They look and feel solid. I don't know. Did you try them in person? I don't know. I had, as I said, I had Nufi 2nd and 3rd generation. I do not feel that this is basically something like cheaper. Hard to say about comparing with 3rd generation, you know? Kyberduck asking why I do not use cursor. I don't think. Why do you think that I don't use it? I want a Fuji camera to the one with the film simulations. There are plenty of Fuji cameras. I think almost any of them supports film simulations, but yeah, they are good, yeah. Have you tried Xcode 26 autocomplete? Can it replace cursor? So I'm spending most of the time in Xcode 16. Yeah, sure, I tried Xcode 26 and there is this kind of autocomplete, and also you can use ChatGPT in it. I don't know, when I tried it, it was maybe months ago. Still, almost any AI tool felt better than that. I don't know what is status today, but yeah. And the thing is, I was using and still periodically using the Xcode with Alex sidebar. And Alex sidebar, I don't know. Today I used it and wasn't happy with results and so on, but generally that's basically, I still like it better than Xcode 26 GitHub ChatGPT integration. You like this keyboard more than Apple Magic Keyboard? I don't know how Apple Magic Keyboard is better. This one supports up to 3 connected devices. It is Bluetooth, it is wired, it is this 2.4 or whatever hertz dongle. I never kind of found good reason to buy Apple keyboard. And also I'm using, here's PC, for example, right? I can basically switch between Mac and PC if I need to basically switch keyboards. Sure, there are different ways to share keyboard, but it's always nice to have basically just hardware possibility. With Mac, with Apple keyboards, it's basically more challenging. Xcode cannot replace cursor. Xcode cannot replace cursor. I don't know, why do you think so? Because yes, cursor has their own features, but you can use different AI tools with Xcode. For example, as I said, for example, Cloud. Do I have it started, open it somewhere? No, but basically, I don't know. Yeah, cursor, it's cool. And if you like that, if that's the best tool for you, amazing. But show me how your SwiftUI previews works in cursor. Unlikely it works, right? How the in-app purchase simulations works in cursor. Again, you can do in-app purchase simulations in Xcode, but it's kind of hard, actually impossible to do in cursor. So, you know, I'm not saying that Cursor is bad or something. I used it a lot. I basically built a few applications using Cursor, but there are pros and cons in any tool, you know. Yeah. Yeah, extra device connectivity. It just helps, you know. If you can switch between multiple devices, it's amazing, you know. Exactly. Show me how you submit iOS apps without any other tool than Xcode. And again, you can do some cloud-based things, you know, but it's kind of... But Cursor is so expensive. I don't know. How much do you pay for Cursor? No, it is Xcode 16. It's not beta. And again, complaining about tools that they cost money. If you're making, whatever, few thousands in a month, I don't know how much you really can spend on Cursor. If that improves your work so much, as you say that Cursor is the best, if you can do whatever, at least, let's say at least 10% more work, can't you pay 2% of your salary for that tool? I don't know, if you're making 5K in a month, for example. Cursor plus Cloud Code is the best setup, yeah. Yeah, if it is something, I don't know, I never saw basically more than $100 for Cursor. I'm just guessing that maybe it was close to 100 in the most intense months, but when I used those Max, whatever it was, Cloud Max models, it was kind of on pricey side, but it still was below $100. I don't know. Okay, friends, it's really late. It's 2 at the night already. I will wrap up the stream. Can't tell we did much, but actually we should commit the changes. Actually, I could send this to the Apple for review and release, because why not? Let's bump up version. Oh, playlist ended. Yeah, and exactly as folks had said, show me how you do this in the in the Cursor. VS Code plus Cloud Code Max 5 is the sweet spot. Yeah. VS Code or Cursor, but yeah, I don't have VS Code even installed. I'm using Cursor, but I don't remember when I opened it last time. Not like for a while ago, but Cloud Sonnet. Yeah, Max Mode. I used Max Mode for a while ago when I was working on one kind of bigger change, and I saw the difference between regular kind of Cloud. But I don't like user interface of Cursor. I don't know. I kind of, probably that's just, I'm used more to the Xcode, but it just feel kind of, I don't know, somehow better, you know. What's going on? Xcodes, why don't you open? So, are you saying I need to update beta versions? Probably, I'm still on beta 4. Why don't I see updated on August 13? For me it shows that beta 4 is the latest and greatest. It couldn't be true, right? There should be beta 7. VS Code with Copilot is just $10. But dudes, I don't know. Is it really so different, $10 or $40 in a month for your mine development tools? I don't know. Yeah, it's of course it's even better if it is free, but I'm not kind of really getting that argument. Oh, this configuration is you're saving $20 in a month. Yeah, sure, it's nice if you're saving $20 on a month on something that is not really kind of important. But if it is your kind of mine work tool, I don't know. Woo. I know that I may be spending too much on different dev tools, which is probably not really important, but I don't know, if that makes kind of work easier and better. Windsurf is totally free to use. Really? It is? I was paying something like $15 for it. Is it really free? Yeah, I also think it was $15 because I remember I was paying those $15 for Windsurf, yeah. Nothing good comes for free without... Yeah, exactly. If you are using VS Code plugin, you can make as many requests as you like without paying anything. Yeah, it's good for, yeah, if you're a student or something. Not bad. Oh, what's new? That's the hardest, you know. What's new was in previous version. Let's go with same thing. Minor big fixes. Minor book fixes. Book fixes. Let's go with minor book fixes. Arabic, same stuff, you know, for everything. Are you still freelancing? Yes, I do. I'm on full-time job, cannot leave it, but lack of energy to my projects on evenings. I don't know, dude. What to tell you? Probably the only thing that you never will have more time than you have now. You never will have more energy than you have now. You will get, I don't know, more busy and more tired and older every year. I never read that book 5 a.m. Club. I don't know that book, but basically I started to wake up on early mornings and also basically do the programming and all the jazz, and that helped to me to switch careers and so on. No, I don't know. It's 2 at night for me. Can't tell, I'm kind of on the super high energy, but still can do some work. I recorded video back in 2024. Maybe you should take a look on that video. I don't know. Check this out. Maybe that will help to you. I have a video about that, you know. Oh, Romanian. Hello, Singapore in the chat. Nice. We can take that who's the best AI tool discussion for the next level by saying real man code in C and don't need AI. That's strong. On the morning, go to the gym is better than on evenings. Yes, that's what I do, yeah. When do you usually go to sleep and wake up? Usually I'm going to sleep at about midnight, 11, midnight, and wake up at 6. Today I'm, for no reason, staying up longer. Honestly, no good reason, just whatever, chilling out. And maybe I will sleep in a little bit tomorrow till 8, I don't know, we'll see. But my sleep schedule is quite regular. I'm basically sleeping like about 6 hours every night. Can I get my sleep somehow? Oh, sorry. Months. No data? Why no data? How can I see? Show sleep. Weekly highlights. If I'm opening sleep to show something like... Okay, I don't know, it's something like here. Basically it's showing that I'm whatever. Can we get that into the focus, Sony, please? No? I don't know what's going on with autofocus. For some reason, can we focus on hand? No on phone. Okay, you just need to trust me. It shows 6.5 hours. Oh, here it is chart. Basically, here it shows it now. So if I'm going for months, you can see it's quite consistent. Basically, it's about 10-ish, from 10 to midnight, whatever. After 10, no, it's not 10 because I'm working till 10:30. It's below. It's about 11. I'm kind of starting to go to the bed, waking up at about 6. Why you do not focus on the screen? What's wrong with you, Sony? Whatever. But yeah, basically that's that. So usually I'm waking up about 6:30, let's say something like that. Then going to the gym after 7. Basically I'm starting to walk to the gym. That's about 30 minutes walk, something like that. Gym, coming back after 9, before 10, I'm basically back at home. Again, then I have some free time working on my side projects. I was streaming on mornings this week. You may saw that. And at about 1 o'clock, 1:30, I'm starting freelancing. Then I'm freelancing throughout the day till the evening, till something like 10ish at night. And then basically after 10:30, I'm saying bye everyone in the freelance Slack and basically going to bed. Sometimes I'm just playing Steam for about 30 minutes. Sometimes I'm just scrolling phone as we do, in the bed. And by midnight, I'm sleeping almost always. That's it. Simple life, boring. And the way to market your Habit app. Yeah, you may see that I was marketing my Habit application this month in August quite heavy. Basically, I did 30 days marketing challenge in our school community, and my challenge for myself was to promote my application. My average sleep is 5 hours. 5 hours, I don't believe that 5 hours is enough. I see that for me 6 something is fine, because when I'm sleeping without alarm, I'm usually waking up after 7 hours. So 6 to 7 hours is something that I need. 5 hours, it's kind of were you looking in Whoop app? No, that was Apple Health. Maybe lack of focus because of low light. I don't think. Understood. Yeah, focus. I'm thinking about focus. Yeah. I don't know. It somehow don't want to focus on screen. It was focusing just fine on lens. Oh, it's somehow tired. Maybe I somehow broke focus settings. Somehow touched something on the screen. Playing with camera here. I don't know, maybe I changed focus. No, it's focusing now on my face. And now it's focusing on lens. Okay, let's try one more time, just for sake of experiment. Now it is in focus. Now you can see. Yeah, so that camera is getting tired already. Camera is getting tired. Oh shoot, what was that? I can't see. I need one more screen for events. Oh my gosh. What did you do? Camera is sleepy, yes. Oh, that was hydrate request. Sure, my friend. Today we are drinking this thing. That's... Can we get this in the focus? No, it's sleepy again. Oh, interesting. Try to focus on me, then try to focus on this. Okay, now it works. That is kind of too bright. Camera starts to focus on PC and don't want to focus on something else. Lemon soda, 0 sugar, whatever it is. Cheers. Yeah, Sonny wants to sleep. What program do you have running right now with Arabic language? Program with Arabic language? Are you asking this one? There's no Arabic language, dude. Focus on me, Sonny. Attention. That's not Arabic, that's English. That's English, dude. I don't know. I don't have anything else open. That's Apple Health. It's English. It's not Arabic. In the Mac? Oh, I understood, probably. Do you mean, what's going on? Do you mean this one? Yeah, probably this one. That is how you name it, ASO dev, basically for submission, for application submission and so on. Okay, we need to add build. Apply. Let's submit. Release automatic. After approval, save. Okay, and submit for review. Yeah, I'm going to sleep as well, yeah. Vadim, good night, yeah. Hey, Kavedo, hello. Error message. Uses no empty. Ah, shoot. Okay, I will do that manually. I should change that in list file to do not have this thing. App Store Connect. Oh shoot, I should pay for developer's license. Mine soon will be expired. Must be late here. Yeah, it is late here. It is 2 at night. I wanna apply for the DTV soon. Yeah, DTV is amazing visa. You just need a little bit of paperwork, but when you do that, if you do that and you're getting it, it's basically 5 years. Okay, let's add for review. Submit for review and done. Waiting for review. Nice. See, we even got something shippable today. And for your wife, I want to go for my wife too. Does she need proof of income? No. So it's kind of, tricky. The interesting thing was basically you need not 5,000 bahts. You can keep that money in euro, whatever money you have in whatever account you have. Basically, you don't need to transfer it to Thai bank. You don't need those 5,000 bahts. That's something like 14,000 euros, something like that. That's kind of interesting thing. I basically applied that I am freelancer. I said, okay, I'm freelancer. I have this amount of income every month for whatever last 2 years. I basically showed last 2 years of invoices and also last 2 years of bank statements for this income. And also I showed that something like 15,000 euros in a bank, but that bank account was basically we both had access to that bank account. Basically, the bank account was on wife's name, but also I had that basically was joint account, and I had access to it. And basically, I also printed out this bank account statement. I said, okay, and here are my savings. And they said, yeah, cool. Here your DTV visa. And when my wife applied, and daughter, basically they applied after me. First you get visa for basically mine, whatever visa holder, and then basically you apply for second person. And for my wife, we basically showed the same money in same bank account. But yeah, that was like proof for her, yeah. And it worked, yeah. It worked. And yeah, better if that is in one bank account, because I could show whatever, multiple bank accounts and so on. But if your money is let's say in whatever cryptocurrency or some stock and so on, they don't like that. They want to see cash in bank account, you know. Yes, first you basically apply for this DTV visa first, just you. And then when you are approved, then those are like dependents. They are basically, their visa is based on your visa. Basically for kids, you don't need anything like proof of income or whatever. But for wife, they ask it for this money in the bank, you know. That will work. Just do not move that money around, because they want to see that this money was in bank account for last 6 months. You know, otherwise it's kind of easy peasy. You just ask for someone to, whatever, give this money for week, you know, while you get visa. So, yeah. Cool, I'm in Malaysia and it's now as easy as they make it sound for DTV. Yeah. And it's not as easy as they make it sound for DTV. For Malaysian visa, for me it was easy. I applied, so you should apply for DTV outside of Thailand. You can't apply to DTV while you are in Thailand. You should apply outside from Thailand. I did that from Latvia, and I had to apply. In Latvia, we don't have a consulate. I had to go through Stockholm, and I didn't do any paperwork. I just paid to company something like 300 or 400 euros. I don't remember. CM Legal company, and they basically just submitted all the paper for me. I didn't do that. Sure, I prepared all the paperwork for them. They checked everything and submitted all the papers, you know. So, KiwiDev, I would not do those tricky things with, you know, those Muay Thai courses and so on, because currently I basically heard in local news that they canceled something like 100,000 visas for those students who are not really students, but just basically made this trick, because it was basically just super popular thing. Just get Muay Thai course for 1 month, get visa, and then basically do not come to those lessons anymore. And now they started to check that you are really basically learning that language or going to those Muay Thai courses and so on. And that visa is just for a year, you know, and then you need to go and basically to extend it and go to show up to get some kind of approvals that you are still doing all of the jazz, you know. It's, I don't know. I tried that DTV visa first, I will suggest, you know. I mean, process for getting visa in Malaysia is far more difficult than getting DTV. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, DTV was easy. It was something like about 3 weeks, more than 2 weeks, maybe less than 3 weeks of waiting. But then I got it electronically, and my wife got it in something like 2 weeks, a little bit faster. What camera do you use? That is Sony Alpha 4 with 16 to 35 lens. Also I have 20mm lens. We collectively agreed that this lens with f1.8 aperture is nice, but it's a little bit too tight. This one we can zoom in, we can zoom out, and I think it's better. But yeah, thank you. So yeah, I was looking, basically, when my friend is kind of living here for 9 months, 9 years already, and I asked him about visas, and he basically suggested also, oh, here is my basically agent, which actually is kind of school. And for them, it's kind of big part of business. When they have language learning school, I see that basically half or more of their customers are basically just service for visas. And you never know when government will start to do something about it, if they will do something about it. With DTV, you are legal, you have 5 years visa, you have no worries. The only things that you should do, 2 things. After 90 days in the country, you should basically inform government and say, oh, we are not leaving yet, we are staying more than those 90 days. After 180 days on DTV visa, you can say, you know, we like her, we are not leaving, we will stay longer. You can stay again for next 880 days. That's basically whole year already, right? But after that, you have to leave country 1 day or more, and then you can come back again. Basically, one stay can be 180 days, and you can extend it once while you are in the country. That's basically it. If you are traveling 2 times in a year, basically you reset that 180 days counter anyways, you know? Okay, guys. It's super late. I have to go to sleep. What app analyze tools are you use? Plenty, you know. Astro app, basically just mentioned this screens designs app. There are links in description of the YouTube live stream and video. Check those out, you know. Oh, thank you, Reka. Now to watch nice contents. Nice. That's the reason why I kind of keep doing that. Oh, basically I was expecting that I'm sharing the screen. So this screen designs, for example, if you go to the video details, you will find discount codes. That's old video. Let's go to the latest video. Whatever. This one, for example. Here are discount codes if you want. But yeah. Astro app for keyword research. It's good price value tool. Basically, this one is amazing. How are we doing? Let's see. Will we climb up? Okay, I will not wait while it loads. It will take a bit of time. Besides paying close to 5K for 5 years, they need to prove to close 50K savings. They also needed a proof of monthly income of close to 10K, which your friend helped to skip this step. Quite ridiculous. Yeah, that's crazy for Malaysia. That's crazy. Why do you choose iOS development? Because I like it. I just enjoy it. I like it. I started basically build iOS apps when Steve Jobs was around. That was a little bit different Apple. That was different kind of. It was so. I chose iOS development for multiple reasons. I started develop iOS applications back in the days when Steve Jobs was around. That was completely different Apple, and also community across Apple was kind of different. It was feeling like we somehow, I don't know, together with Apple building kind of better future. No, there is no, currently nowadays there is not this feeling anymore. Now it feels like we are, developers are just resources for Apple. But still, there was this part. But besides that, I still enjoy using Macs. I still enjoy using iPhone. I like them better than Windows or Android. I like to build stuff. I like to create, and building mobile applications. I basically enjoy doing that, and yeah, I can make money doing that. So why not? And yeah. Mobile applications, I like to build apps for phones. Why not Android? Because there is not enough paying customers on Android, you know. iOS, as iOS developer, you make better income, better revenue. And to be honest, also kind of most of the customers are better than in average, you know. That's about it, you know. You said you're a freelancer. Where do you get your orders, or which website? Do you need a reputation here? Again, so the question about freelancing, you said you're a freelancer, but where you get orders? I do not get orders anymore because I'm working with basically one customer for quite long time already. But if you go to my YouTube channel and you search for freelance, and let's see all videos, and here is video. I have a video about that, where to find freelance jobs. Basically check out this video, and in that video I'm answering basically everywhere where I was looking for jobs, what was successful, basically what was good place for jobs, what wasn't, what I will do different now, actually not now, but back into whatever, when I recorded this video, year ago, 2 years ago, something like that. Hello. Oh, question from Kik. I have to answer that. I'm thinking of learning Flutter. Do you recommend it? No. Why? So, it's not bad if you're doing that just to kind of whatever, like learning Chinese language or learning whatever, backend development. You probably have reasons to do that, and maybe your reasons are good enough to learn it. If you're just kind of thinking to learn it because you heard that it is whatever, popular, widely used, and so on. Yeah, I don't know. So check out, if you're looking to get jobs, check out job market. How many job offers are for Flutter developers? Are there really many, you know, and so on. Maybe Flutter is most popular on job marketplaces like Upwork, you know, and Freelancer, where developers fighting for low budget projects, you know. If you just want to develop apps, there are better ways to develop applications than Flutter, you know. Choose platform which you are most passionate about, you know, for which platform you would like to build applications. If this platform is iOS, believe me, way better, easier will be to use SwiftUI to build iOS applications. If you're looking on Android, then Flutter, you know, will be better tool, you know. Why do you want to develop both sides? Why don't you want to develop web applications then? Why don't you want to create physical service instead of software service, you know? If you just want develop specifically Flutter applications, go for it. Flutter is not the best way to build iOS app, and it is not the best way to build Android application. It's half okay-ish way to build both. It's compromise. If you build both, it's always compromise. Why not React Native? Why Flutter? Why not Kotlin multi-platform? No Mac. And how you will ship your application to the App Store without Mac? then I think I will buy it. So then you don't need Flutter for that reason, right? The not having Mac is not a reason, right? So yeah, exactly, Vadim. In React Native, you can actually do without Mac. Use Expo and not sure about Flutter. I think Flutter is not the best platform because who started Flutter? It was Google. Now Google is pushing Kotlin multi-platform. When Flutter will be killed, no one knows, you know. Who knows? When did you start learning software? Oh, dude, it depends. I learned some basics of programming like everyone, you know, in teens, you know. The first programming language which I learned just a little bit was Sinclair Basic, which was running on ZX Spectrum computers. And I was in, I don't know which grade, something like maybe 15 years old? 15 years old, maybe something like that. And now I am 50, almost 50. So it's quite a long ago. But yeah, but that wasn't anything like professional software development or something, you know. Then I found many more interesting things, you know, beer, girls, mopeds, motorcycles, you know, and didn't touch coding for a while, you know. Then I went into the army, then I went into the police, and then I came back to computers in my 30s. Okay. I want to use AI. What bot in my app? Do you suggest ChatGPT API or other things? I use a ChatGPT API that works. What do you think about it? And does it cost too much? Depends, you know, dude. Depends. It's hard to say. Okay, I have to go. I don't know, basically about Flutter. Can't tell how good is Flutter. As I said, when I was 15, I started with Basic on the Spectrum. That was fun, but I have to say, in my 20s, beer, girls, mopeds, motorcycles, those were even more fun. And then in my 30s, I came back to computers because, you know, you have only so much health, you know, for partying. So now I'm sticking with programming. For you, I suggest you to try everything and find whatever you like, you know. But Flutter, I'm not sure about suggestion. Do that. If you like native development, then start with SwiftUI or Kotlin. If you really want to build cross-platform applications, maybe React Native is better choice, especially if you don't have Mac. Okay. What else? I don't have Mac right now, but want progress in application development. React Native is a good place to start. But honestly, if you really want to build mobile applications, I will suggest you to choose one platform and start building for that. And you can build Android applications on PC. Also, you can start with the Hackintosh. I didn't have money or Mac when I started build iOS applications. I just used my PC, installed macOS on it, Google Hackintosh, and that's it. Is Kotlin good? Yes, it is amazing. Werner, you're so right. Almost forgot to mention that. I forgot to mention that, but you're right. Do not do hard drugs. Recreational beer. Yeah. And it's fine. Do not do hard drugs. Okay, guys. It's late. It was really fun. Let's do that again someday soon. I have to go now. Good night, everyone. Thank you for coming. Thank you for hanging.